Flipping the Pyramid. www.flippingthepyramid.co.uk.
Before TV was in every home, they used to all go out and sit on this like grassy bank, and people used to meet up at the weekends, and when they weren't having to work, and they would have a community. And then suddenly when TV, because it was apparently the only thing you could get on credit, it was the only thing the government would give you as a credit card or a credit, so you could get a television. And everybody was obviously fascinated by this lovely shiny little box, gadget crazy, they all go for it. Yeah, they all go for it. Oh, we're moving people on a screen. Wow,
it's like
this
radio,
is the future.
but it moves.
Yeah. So you can imagine the excitement of all the people, and and then this guy said he went out like months later, and all those people who used to gather, and they're all in their homes, all cut off, and all just watching this box, which seemed quite sad, really, how he described. But that's how we've become. We've become completely closed off from each other.
To me, the destruction of community was one of the main driving forces of me putting into place a trip down to London to meet some of you guys. You know what I mean? Because yes, we're a community online, and hey Cookie, all right, man. And as Cookie said before, now this community is sort of a necessity because of what we do and what we achieve by just speaking with each other like it should be in the flesh, basically. When we walk out onto our streets, this is the kind of community that we used to have years and years ago, but out on the streets. So it was one of the main driving forces of why I came down to London, because I wanted to sort of take it that one step further than just the bits and bytes, so to speak. I think it's important. I think it's really important that we all push for community.
Absolutely, yeah. And like I say, we're still a way off. I mean, people around here say hello to each other. I mean, I go to the shop and say, hello, someone walks past or smile or whatever, and they smile back. We don't have a conversation, but that's where we need to, that's where it's, like I say, people are just closed off in their little concrete boxes, having their TV, or whatever. They don't go out, and obviously with the winter, obviously it's not so good, but obviously through the summer and that, we still don't sort of get together. And like I say, there's these bullshit type community get together type things which are not the same at all. Or the Jubilee bullshit. They had a street party here in the summer, and that's all bollocks. I mean, people are not buying into that, but it's just a gathering of people who just want to know who they live with and just see what's going on in a
make sure everybody's okay.
Yeah, and we don't need to police ourselves. We look after ourselves, that kind of thing,
Yeah, I mean, I know I've said it before, but you notice in the big city as well, when you come from a small sleepy town, compared with where some of you guys live in London, or like Cookie yourself in the Midlands, it's quite busy around that area, I'm sure. But what you do notice is, and me and Nick sort of had a bit of a giggle about it when I was down there, it's like I stop and give way to a woman in a buggy, and everybody looks at me like I'm a fucking weirdo.
The woman gave you such a look.
Even
the
woman.
What are you standing out of my way for? I can get through there easily. That's why I was travelling at Mach 3.
Different mindset, isn't it? Different.
I was
sure, it was funny.
So
it was just coming from Leeds. We were in West London, so everyone is a bit posh, and like there's the rules of walking on the street slightly different, obviously, to where Nick's from. And then he did it again when we come from seeing that the Olympic fucking spire thing. There was someone coming down on a footpath, a really wide footpath as well, on a mountain bike. Loads of grass for them to take if they want on the right hand side, and he steps right in line in front of me to give them masses of room. And it's just like,
to me, that's just natural.
That's good, though. There's nothing wrong with that. I think that's brilliant. I'm like that. I move out of people's way. I see someone,
it's good unless everybody else isn't expecting you to do it.
I mean, I don't give a fuck what anybody else expects.
Shocking the fuck out of people. It's a bit like, whoa, what's going on here?
You're not from round here, are you?
To quote Greg Julia, you know what I mean? I've been a rebel since the day I was born, and I felt like a fucking rebel just moving out of somebody's way. To me, it's
by being nice.
Yeah, it's the natural thing to do.
Yeah, just be nice.
Being an anti-rebel.
Yeah. It was weird, but I mean, even like in your tube stations, like people just fucking barge right in front of you.
They got somewhere to be, don't you know? Can't be waiting for you, fucking Northerner. Get out of the way.
We're down here.
There's a trick. You have to go into city mode.
If I don't get to work at Mach 2 speeds, you know.
Yeah, but the trains are once every 2 minutes. What is wrong with these people?
No, I know. That's my biggest hate when you get on a tube, right, and you can be the dude who's got to lean with his head crooked because the slope of the door. That's how big packed the train is. There's a postage stamp of floor left, and someone will think he can stand in it with his suitcase. Do you know what I mean? They squeeze on. They do. They squeeze in and push you and look at you. You're pushing back as if to say there's no fucking room.
People get so conditioned to this necessity of like having to do everything at 1,000,000 miles an hour as well.
Because they don't want to be the one person who's late to work who might lose their job at the end of the year.
Yeah.
It's not the same as being on road and there's some guy that fucking overtakes you in a stupid place. And puts everybody in danger, and then he's sat in front of you at the next set of traffic. Where the fuck did it get you? Putting everybody's life at risk, you fucking...
6 feet in front.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm ahead of you. I got in front of you. Yeah, it's just ego, that, isn't it? Ego and...
I need to win to get to the next level.
Yeah.
These people are fucking morons, man.
See why it's called a rat race.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Even if you win, you're still a rodent.
One day when I came back from the country to London to live again, and I was on a bus going through Liverpool Street at 5 o'clock, and every fucker was coming out of all them tower blocks, and they were just everywhere. Black suits just going everywhere. And it's like, oh, I'm right back in it. Here I am. I remember this,
Yeah, you do. I mean, when I went down last year in October, I hadn't been to London for a good few years, and just, like, it was a bit disorientating for a bit, you know, because it is very big and busy. It's always fucking busy.
I tend to get these really weird feelings when I go on the tube, like just a really weird feeling of disassociation from it all. And I notice it a lot when I'm on the tube because there's something like very unnatural about it. Do you know what I mean? Just like in these little carriages shuffling through tunnels, all in a rush to get somewhere. Yeah, and it's just when I'm on the tube, I sort of tend to reflect on it because I used to be one of them, you know, in a rush hour having to do it, miserable with my coffee, reading the fucking metro, a whole lot. Do you know what I mean?
Next train to Belson.
And now, when I'm there now, because I don't have to do it and I can sort of like see it for what it is, I have these weird feelings of disassociation, like this is just a total different reality to the one I live in, and it's quite weird sometimes, you know.
Yeah. This is zombie world. I used to be here.
That's it.